Hey, welcome back. Today, we're diving into a really fascinating and honestly, a kind of backwards idea, the perfection paradox. We're always told to chase perfection, right? Be the best, be flawless. But what if all of that is actually holding you back? So let's just jump right into it with the big question. Is being perfect a weakness? It sounds completely wrong, I know, but stick with me here, because getting this can seriously change how you handle your job, your career, and even your social life.
This isn't some new age idea. It's actually captured perfectly in Robert Greene's The 48 Laws of Power. It's Law 46, never appear too perfect. The whole principle is that flawlessness isn't the superpower we think it is. So let's break down exactly why that is.
First things first, we've got to understand the dangers of flawlessness. You'd think a perfect image would pull people in, but the truth is, it usually does the exact opposite. It pushes them away. So the first huge issue is that it just creates distance. I mean, think about it. When you seem flawless, when every project you touch turns to gold and you never seem to mess up, that can be super intimidating for people. It puts you up on a pedestal, and that can make others feel small or threatened, and boom, there's this invisible wall between you and them.
And that leads right into the second problem. It invites suspicion. If something seems way too good to be true, what's our first instinct? We question it, right? People start thinking, okay, what's the catch here? What are they not telling me? A perfect image can almost feel like you're showing off, which makes them think you're being fake or you've got some kind of hidden agenda.
And this is where it gets really serious. All of that suspicion and distance leads to the most dangerous consequence of all. Appearing perfect literally makes you a target. When people feel insecure or threatened by you, envy starts to bubble up. And that envy can push people to actually actively look for a way to trip you up.
This quote just says it all, doesn't it? It's a tough pill to swallow, but sometimes people might try to bring you down just to level the playing field. Your perfection doesn't always inspire people. For some, it's an open invitation to find a chink in your armor and knock you down a notch.
Okay, so if being perfect is the problem, then what in the world is the solution? Well, that brings us to our next big idea, the power of vulnerability. And listen, this isn't about spilling your deepest, darkest secrets. It's about strategically turning small flaws into major strengths. So, here's the absolute key. Strategic vulnerability is what makes you more relatable, more human. Owning up to a tiny mistake or sharing a harmless little quirk that instantly shatters that intimidating, perfect persona. It closes that distance we were just talking about and makes people want to connect with you. And just look at this comparison, it makes it so clear. The perfect approach, that just creates envy and suspicion and invites attack. But the human approach, where you show a little bit of vulnerability, well, that builds trust and support. It totally disarms your critics and makes you feel relatable. It's a complete game changer in how people see you. At the end of the day, sharing a small flaw is basically like putting your hand up and saying, hey, I'm human too. It's this powerful signal that you're not some untouchable robot on a pedestal. It shows you're authentic, and that authenticity is what makes people want to root for you, not tear you down. Now let's get into how to do this right.